Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making this cute little cat together. So let's get right into it. For this cat, you are going to need 4-ply 100% acrylic yarn in one color, as well as a little bit of pink yarn for the nose. You are going to need as well a pair of scissors, a 3.5mm crochet hook, a yarn needle, a pair of safety eyes, a stitch marker, and some stuffing. Starting on the body, you are going to make a magic ring with 6 single crochet in it, as well as an anchoring stitch. Mess that up. I'm just going to redo it. So you're going to make an anchoring stitch, and then 6 single crochet. 5 and 6. And you're going to pull your end string tight. Then you're going to want to grab your stitch marker and insert it into that stitch, just like that. For round 2, we are going to increase in every single stitch around. So we're going to count backwards. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and increase into that last stitch. And then we're going to continue that all the way around. And it should look just like this. We're going to move our stitch marker up and continue on to round 3. For round 3, we are going to single crochet in one stitch and increase in the next. Just like that. We're going to do that 6 times around the edge of the piece. And I'll meet you back at the end of the round. Okay, we are at the end of round 3, and it should look something like this. Now we're going to move our stitch marker up to the next round and continue on to round 4. For round 4, we are going to single crochet in the next 2 stitches and then increase in the next one. And we're going to do that 6 times around the piece, just like that. Here we are at the end of round 4, and so now we can just put our stitch marker up and move on to round 5. For round 5, we are going to single crochet 3 and then increase in the next stitch. We're going to do this 6 times again, all the way around the piece. Just like that. And we'll meet you guys up again at the end of round 5. Okay, now we can move up our stitch marker. And we can start on round 6. For round 6 through 9, we're going to single crochet in every single stitch around the piece for 4 rounds. Just 1 single crochet in every stitch. Just like that. Here's round 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now you can move your stitch marker up to this most recent round and continue on to round 10. For round 10, we are going to single crochet in the next 3 stitches and then do a decrease across the 2 stitches after. I like to do invisible decreases, but this pattern also works with normal decreases as well. And continue this 6 times around the piece, just like that. Okay, we're here at the end of round 10. We can move our stitch marker up and continue on to round 11. For round 11, we are going to single crochet in the next 2 stitches and decrease across the next 2. We're going to do this 6 times around the piece, just like that. And I'll see you back at the end of round 11. Here we are at the end of round 11. We can move our stitch marker up, and we have just finished the head part of the head and body. Now we're going to move on to round 12, where we start the actual body. For round 12, we're going to single crochet 2, and make sure you're not single crocheting into the stitches you decreased in. And then we're going to increase. We're going to do that 6 times around the neck, just like that. And I'll meet up with you guys again at the end of round 12. Okay, here at the end of round 12, we can move our stitch marker up and continue on to round 13. Okay, for round 13, we are going to single crochet in every single stitch around. And my hook is already squeaking. So we're just going to single crochet 1 stitch in every single one, just like that. Okay, here at the end of the round of round 13, sorry about that, we can move up our stitch marker, and now we're going to move on to round 14. For round 14, we're going to single crochet in the next 7 stitches and then increase in the next stitch. We're going to do this 3 times total, all the way around the body. 6, 7, and increase, just like that. Okay, I've completed the last increase of round 14. Now we are going to move our stitch marker up, and now we can continue on to round 15. Round 15 is basically the exact same thing as round 14. We are just single crocheting 8 and then increasing. We're going to do this 3 times as well, all the way around the body. Then increase at the end of the 8 stitches. There we go, just like that. Now we can just move up our stitch marker and continue to round 16. For round 16, we are going to again single crochet 9 this time and then increase, and do this 3 times around the body to make our kitty chonky. And increase, just like that. And I'll meet you guys again at the end of round 16. Okay, we're to the end of round 16. We can move up our stitch marker again. And then we are going to continue on to round 17, where we're finally breaking the pattern of these rounds. For round 17, we are going to single crochet in every single stitch all the way around the body, just like that. And that is the last stitch for round 17. We're going to single crochet all the way around, and we move up our stitch marker and move on to round 18. For round 18, we are coming back to our pattern, and we are going to single crochet 10 and then increase 3 times around the body. Nine and 10, and then increase. And now I'll meet you back when I've done this 2 more times. And we have finished this round. This is the last increasing round. So now we're going to move our stitch marker up and continue on with the body. For round 19, we're going to single crochet in every single stitch around. And that is the last single crochet of round 19. We can now move our stitch marker up, if I can get it off, and do that. And now from here on out, we're going to be decreasing in stitches, starting at round 20. For round 20, in back loops only, we're going to single crochet 4 and then decrease. 2, 3, and 4, and then decrease, still only going through the back loops. You should have this little line where the front loops are still available, and then we're just going to do that all the way around the body. Okay, we have reached the end of round 20. We're going to move up the stitch marker, and next we are going to insert the eyes on our cat. For inserting our eyes, we're going to pull the hook out, and we are going to count on the opposite side of where the stitch marker is. So we're going to insert them on this side. We are going to count 6 rows down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's going to be between these 2 rounds here. Right there. And then we can put one eye in. Right there. It won't look great at first, don't worry. And then with 3 stitches in between them, so 1, 2, 3, we're going to insert our other eye right there. And now you can eye it off, make sure it looks good. You want it to be in line with these 2 corners. You want it to be right centered there. And I'm thinking that looks pretty good. So I'm going to put the backs on them from the inside. Okay, there's one I dropped. The other back, so I'll go get it. Okay, I went and got the other back. Now we're just going to put it on the other eye. So I want to find the back in here and press it on. And now your cat is looking like this. You may also now start stuffing the head of the cat now that our safety eyes are put in. That's all I'm going to do for now. That's all I really need to do. And so now we are going to continue with the next round. For round 21, we are going to single crochet 3 and then decrease across the next 2 stitches. And we are working through both loops again. Just like that. And we're going to do this a couple times all the way around the body. And I'll see you back then. I am now just finishing up the last decrease of round 21. Now we can move our stitch marker up and move on to the next round. For round 22, which is one of the last 3 rounds of the body, we're going to single crochet in the next 2 stitches and then decrease across the other 2 and continue this all the way around the body. We have now finished round 22, and we can continue to stuff the head and body right now. It's best not to overstuff it, or else the bottom will pop out a little bit, but you don't want to understuff it as well. So we'll continue till it feels right, and we will also stuff it later if we don't like how it feels. So I'm pretty sure that's pretty good for now. The head could probably use a little bit more. Oh yeah. You can also squish it to shape it a little bit. And now we are going to move on to round 23. For round 23, we are going to single crochet in 1 stitch and decrease in the next. Just like that. And continue this all the way around the body. Now that we have finished round 23, I have stuffed the body a little bit more. We're going to move stitch marker up and move on to the last round of the body. For this last round, we are going to decrease 6 times all the way around the body. Just like that. And I'll meet you guys at the end to show you how to fasten off on this piece. To fasten off, we're going to take the stitch marker out and cut the yarn with our scissors, leaving a little bit of length, and we're going to pull it through. Now we're going to pull this yarn through each of the front loops of the stitches, which can be a little bit hard depending on how tight your stitching is. And you're going to go all the way around the round. And then pull it tightly to close the hole. Then you're going to insert your hook into a random place and pull the yarn through the body. And then you can cut it right here. If the scissors will let me. There we go. And that is the end of the body of your cat. And that is the finished body. This is the end of part 1. Part 2 will be continuing this pattern tomorrow. If you would like to get a notification whenever I finish a pattern and upload it, just like, subscribe, and hit the bell down below. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!